Welcome to Thinking Green. I'm Rana, and I'm here with Grandma Dot Nielsen, so you know it's going to be fun. We have great music, but first I have a couple of announcements, and then we'll talk about what's happening on the music scene.
Yay.
This week, on Thursday and Friday, I don't know how many of you might have heard of Michael Schumann. He's kind of a worldwide expert on local investing. And he is going to be the speaker at a dinner at Stonefleet Tavern on Thursday night. And he's giving a full day workshop on Friday. It's like 8:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon at Harbor Towers about how real people can invest in our own communities rather than just, you know, in the stock market or these other places that don't really benefit our own neighborhood much. So if you're interested in attending, you can send an email to info@newlondonlocalfirst.org, or you can phone 860-460-3385 for either of those events. Also, this weekend is Connecticut Trails Day weekend.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, and there are going to be two walks in New London, one at Ocean Beach on Saturday night at 6:30. Louise Fabrikevich is leading, sounded kind of interesting, a themed walk through Ocean Beach. And Susan Munger on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 2 is leading a nature walk at Riverside Park. And we took kind of a quick walk through a couple days ago, and there's some interesting stuff blooming out there. So they're both free. You can register if you're interested. You can just show up if you're interested, but we hope to see you there.
Awesome.
So, welcome, Dot.
Thank you so much. It's always so much fun to be here.
Well, it's fun to have you here, but it's also fun because you're always bringing people with you.
The greatest music in the whole world, in my opinion, is right here in New London County.
New London is amazing. And there was one other announcement, I guess, of one musical event that's happening this weekend that you wanted to talk about.
The Hoop for Hunger. Friday night. It used to be the Commoner, but it's not the Commoner anymore. As a matter of fact, it's changed names a couple of times, so I'm not even sure what it's called today.
Dixon's Tavern.
There we go. But it's right there on Bank Street. It's almost across the street from the Hygienic. The Hoop for Hunger is happening, and it's important. It goes from 7 to 9, and there are 9 bands. And they're each going to play like 2 or 3 songs, and they're all going to do stuff together. And some of the best are performing that night. So get down there, bring some money so that you can put it in. It all goes to the New London Community Food Bank. So it's really for a good cause. We've got some hungry people. I don't know how many of you know, but the food bank and the food kitchen has gone up 112% in the last year of feeding people. That's intense. Yeah. That's double what they were used to feeding, and we really need to support that. If we have an extra dollar, we need to help feed our neighbor.
And all the musicians who are playing are just donating their time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because they know it's a good cause.
Well, last Saturday night was freezing and wet and drizzly, so you wouldn't really know it, but it's the summer season for music in New London.
Summertime in New London.
So it got off to sort of a drizzly
very cold start. I think that everybody was complaining about the cold by the end of the Whaleys. Everybody. But it was so much fun.
People had to, you know, pull out their winter dress studs.
I saw people wrapped in Snuggies. Yeah.
Oh.
Really. It was intense. But it was great. The Whaleys were good. And it does kick off the summer season, including things like the Americana Fest. Friday Night Folk does a couple of shows in the next couple of months. And all the music that happens just around the city, whether it's at the park or down at Ocean Beach, there's music, and the Hygienic Art Park. And then there's Sail Fest. But Sail Fest in itself is huge, and everybody comes, and everybody comes for the fireworks. But around the outskirts of Sail Fest, there's all these little venues that all have music. There's the Stonefleet Tavern, which has this speaker in it. There's going to be Friday night acoustic music there from now on every Friday night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Dan Stevens some of you know as Ramblin' Dan. He's going to be co-hosting that. He'll be there some weeks, and then Grandma's Attic will be there some other weeks. And that's going to be every Friday night, acoustic music.
Wow.
And, of course, the Bean and Leaf has music all the time, and you just go in, and there's no cover. These are places, I'm telling you, that have no cover. You just go in, enjoy the music, support your local bands. A lot of these bands are not getting paid what they deserve. I'm serious when I say that.
Probably hardly any of them are getting paid what they deserve.
No band gets paid what it's deserving of, but in New London especially, they're not getting all that they deserve, and we at least need to support them with our time and being there to cheer them on and let them know we love what they're doing.
So, let's see, and as you were talking, I was thinking almost every restaurant or bar has something going on, either open mics or featured musicians or whatever. So
WhalenCity.com.
Oh, yeah.
You can go on WhalenCity.com. You can apply to Annie's blog online. All those people will tell you what's going on. Grandma's Attic posts what I'm putting on. I know that sounds a little self-centered, but if my musicians are out there playing, I'm going to let you know about it.
Sure.
Yeah, so,
but there are places where people can get the full lineup. And for people who don't know, WhalingCity.com is WAILINGCITY.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were a whaling city at one time.
Right.
But now we're
like
just
a whaling
city.
Now we're just wailing about whatever, but it's a good thing.
In some ways,
it's good.
One kind of whaling is not necessarily better than the other.
That's right. I agree. I agree. As long as we're wailing about good things like feeding our neighbor and going green and cleaning up the neighborhoods, which I'm seeing happen. I don't know if this fits in this show, but I have to tell you that at the Whaleys, I saw diversification at its best, including, I got to say, I love our mayor. And he's out there doing what he does. And he doesn't care that he's out amongst the people. That's what he wants to be. And I've never seen a mayor do what he does. And I think it's pretty impressive.
Well, and I always like to see elected officials at these
Functions.
Events.
Right.
But I was briefly an elected official, and not a whole lot of other ones would go to music stuff, but it really gives you a different sense of the city of New London.
And the community.
Because the government really does make you crazy sometimes.
Well, yeah.
But you go to these shows, and I don't know, it feels like it's the real New London, and it's a much more supportive place than what it would seem when you see what happens at a governmental level.
New London's music community supports itself within itself in a way that you just don't see anywhere else. If something happens to a musician in New London, everybody rallies. And the support that each and every musician gives to each and every other musician. As a matter of fact, I can name several, I won't, but I can name several people that play in several bands. And they all work together to make it work for everybody else.
Here tonight.
Most of them are here tonight.
Well, okay. Why don't you tell us who you brought tonight?
Oh, my goodness. Where's that CD? So tonight we have for you, and you're going to be so excited. This is really cool. Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind. They have a brand new CD. Got it? Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind. They're here. They've got a brand new CD. I had Ken on my radio show a couple weeks ago. The CD's fabulous. The CD's fabulous. The band is amazing. Most of them have been around for at least a couple of decades. We won't get into how long that is. But they're all amazing musicians, and they work together to make honky tonk in New London reality. And so, yeah, they'll be back with us as soon as we do the community calendar, right?
Yeah, so we're going to take a 3-minute break for the community calendar, and we'll come back to music.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little foreshadowing.
Are we on break?
Not quite yet, but
it's all good.
Yes. I think we'll break.
Until a month ago when I met a voodoo witch named Marie Laveau. She put a hex on me and cursed my name. Watched my whole world go up in flame. My dog done left me and my woman done died. My truck broke down just outside. No need to look, it's already been told. Taken by the man for the money I owe. I got a whole lot of nothing left to hold on to. Pour me a drink or something. I'll forget what I've been through. Had a whole lot of something that I couldn't hold on to. Now I got more nothing than the ocean's got blue. Had a job with a senator, thought this is it. But when you walk behind a horse, you're gonna step in shit. So I worked for a while as a man for hire. Now my nether region itches and I'm pissing fire. My grill blew up, my house burned down. Heard the explosion clear across town. Insurance man says that his hands are tied. So I'm living in a bus with 4 other guys. I got a whole lot of nothing left to hold on to. Only a drink or something. I'll forget what I've been through. Had a whole lot of something that I couldn't hold on to. Now I got more nothing than the ocean's got blue. With a PhD, she had a sense of humor and a personality. What I didn't know is that she couldn't swim, and our beach honeymoon done did her in. Now I can't really date cause I got no cash, and I don't want to spread this wicked rash. Slam both my hands in the car door, so I can't even please myself no more. I got a whole lot of nothing left to hold on to. Only a drink or something. I'll forget what I've been through. Had a whole lot of something that I couldn't hold on to. Now I got more nothing than the ocean's got blue. I got more nothing than the ocean's got blue. Yeah, I got more nothing than the ocean's got blue.
She's a great local musician.
Welcome back, and now Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo-hoo! Look at that! On the TV! On the TV, no less. Wow! Thank you, Doug.
It started out as thinking green, it's gone to hee-haw land, right?
Yeah. You want to bring the green party here?
Yeah, I love the green guitar.
Party right here, folks. Yes, sir.
We are the party. Try to be.
We are Ken Atkins, the Honky Tonk Kind. We're going to do a little song for you here. This one's called A New Pair of Shoes. Goes like this on a good day. Feel alright today. I got a new pair of shoes. I'm gonna do me some traveling. Walk away my blues. I'm turning a corner in this life of mine. Feel alright today. Okay, I'm doing fine. Gonna find some good times. No heartache today. Gonna find some sunshine. Chase the blues away. I got a new way of walking. I got her on my feet. I got a new way of talking. Come on, listen to me. Here I come, boys. you.
Yeah. Right by your booty. You got
You
it?
plugging them in?
Yeah.
Plugging them in.
Yeah.
It's going
We're
live.
gonna
Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
flip it to a
That's Paul
shirt
Davis,
and
folks, from coming down from the Ledyard, Connecticut. Mr. Paul Davis. Susan McKay's on that accordion. They make up the reed section here.
Yes.
They're awesome.
All the way from Boston.
Thank you.
All the way from Boston. Toe Benwell on that bass guitar.
There you go.
Chuck,
I wave at the camera, but I don't know where it is.
driving the bus, Mr. Tom Tromley.
Hey.
This is the Honky Tonk Time. We do a little song here. It's called, unless you got something to say, man.
no, you can just sing on.
My honky tonk ways in the Key Bay. I got my honky tonk ways. It's a favorite state of mine. Heartbreaking heartache. Yes, the happy all the time. When the day comes to an end, I find that box again. On the way to place to play. With my honky tonk. Here in this honky tonk saloon. Find solace in bed. And comfort from sorrow. That's what they sell me here. And when the night comes around, and my words turn blue. There's nothing left that I won't do. Only in my honky tonk. Hey! In the honky tonk way. Comfort of sorrow. And the march that I live. When the night comes to an end, I find that march to begin. I find the strength to face the day. With my honky tonk way. Yeah, when the night comes to an end, I find that march to begin. I find the strength to face the day. With my honky tonk. Yeah. Oh, what was next night? Hit parade. Oh, I know what it was. Folks, don't take this the wrong way,
yes.
but I'm not sorry that you know. Key of E, yes sir. That kind of thing's important to the read section. Here we go. Yeah, this one. Here we go. Well, don't take this wrong way, but sorry, didn't work out. Take this wrong way, but sorry they don't. You got me in my Well, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm sorry that you're gone. I'm not sorry thing didn't work out for you and I. Well, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm sorry that you're gone. There ain't a teardrop within a mine. Hey! Woo! way, but I'm sorry that you're gone. There ain't a teardrop in my eye. And if I was, you know I would not apologize. Do a couple more?
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Let's do I'll Be Gone.
I'll be gone.
But we're going to have to really reel it in here because old Ken
Oh,
Atkins
boy.
is singing against the world here.
Here you go, Ken.
Yeah. The key of A.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kenny.
Keep her, yeah. Keep it in. Key of A. There we go. I got it. Just hand me, folks. Here we go. You give me 500 miles of blacktop, baby. Endless cup of coffee. I'll be gone. One night in this lonely town. Instead of loving, I knock down your valley. 100 gallons of number 2. You like a shot of whiskey out. Feel like a hell. I'm gone. One night in this lonely town. Says loving, I'm not down. She's out gone. Hey, hey, hey. 500 miles of blacktop, baby. Endless cup of coffee. Woo! I'll be gone. I'll be gone. One night in this lonely town. Just set them up and I knock down your I'll be gone. Shot of whiskey, I remember I'll be gone. One night in this lonely town. Set 'em up and I knock down the trap. One night in this lonely town. Set 'em up and I knock down the trap. One night in this one-horse town. Set 'em up and I knock down the trap.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. You want us to do one more?
One more.
All right.
We got time for one more song, and then we're gonna talk TL.
Right. Yeah. How about No Love There?
Sure.
That'll be all right. Go a little far south of the border. Yep. Here we go, guys. Pay no attention to that buzz there. That's electricity. That's electricity.
That's what it is.
Here we go.
We tune because we care, and we power up so we can hear it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can tell by the way that you hold my hand. Girl, you've been seeing another man. that guy
Yeah,
there.
now we'll try to get mics all together so we can talk to some of you.
We're gonna bring
And
Ken
bring
on.
some chairs.
Yeah.
and-
Grab a chair.
Ken
Mike, come
and-
on in, Ken, and we'll talk about you first. And then we'll
Yeah, we
let
can-
everybody else get settled down and bring them on as they put their stuff down.
And we'll,
It's all good.
yeah.
Right here?
Well,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it over here so the camera sees you.
We want you back here. Come back here and hide me. Yeah. Come back here and hide me. Grab your mic off your nightstand.
Oh, look.
Well, there's, yeah, there,
See?
we'll work it
It's
all
all
out.
good. We're here talking with Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind. This is Ken Atkins. He's been around for a couple of years. A couple of years.
Couple, 2, 3.
How many years have I known you?
30.
Don't say that out loud. He said that out loud. 30 years. That's a long time, my friend.
Yeah.
And when I first met you, you were not playing in Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind, were you? Nope.
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 No, that's
And
going
we-
way far back, though.
Yeah, it is. Most of us don't remember that far
Previous
back.
lifetime.
And what we don't remember, we remember that we can't remember it. So that's a good thing.
It was all good, I'm sure.
It really was really good. So, what is the origin of Ken Atkins and the Honky Tonk Kind?
I got addicted to honky-tonk music.
In
Good
London,
times.
Connecticut?
Good- Well, there's lots of late night driving home from gigs
Yep.
and listening to the syndicated Country Gold show.
Yep.
You know, stuff just gets a hold of you, and it's like, it hit me. That's what I wanted to do.
And you do it well.
Well,
you
thanks.
really do a great job of it. Now, you have a few band members that I've seen doing other things. Is that why you chose them to
As
play?
far as I know, their only occupation is the honky-tonk kind of thing. Is this
Uh-oh.
breaking
Maybe
news?
maybe I'm telling secrets out of school.
Well, I should say, Swampy Davis here is a farmer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
He
thing.
keeps us in duck eggs.
Does he?
Yep.
Duck eggs. So now that's staying green, isn't
It
it?
is.
But the rest of us, you know.
You only play in
Yeah.
one band, all the rest of you.
Well, moonlight here and there, you know. You got to make a living. We got a little bit here.
So, this is your new CD,
Yes. Yep.
and it's fabulous.
Thank you.
I've already had it on the radio. I will play it every chance I get. Classical and honky tonk, not so much, but every time I have a different show, you'll be
Well,
on.
you know.
Where can we get this?
You could go to our website, kenatkins.com,
Okay,
or to the record label website, soundjobaustin.com,
okay.
and there'll be little buttons you can push, and numbers come up and flash in front of you. And
Cool.
Before you know it, you're minus a few bucks, and
And
We're
you're
on our way.
making some money.
yeah.
That's not a bad thing. I like it a lot. Can people go on and download it MP3 type?
Yes.
Not just
absolutely.
get the hard
No,
drive?
No.
That's awesome.
They can
So
pick
you-
and choose,
Okay,
cherry
s-
pick them.
So you can go to
You'll
SoundJob.
probably say they're all good though, right?
Well, they are.
They, of course, soundjobaustin.com.
Yep.
Now, how did you go about getting this Austin label?
It's all about who you know in the record business,
It really
music
is.
business, right?
Yep.
Am I right? It's all about who you know.
Absolutely.
Finally, after 30, 40 years of beating around the bushes, somebody recognized me down there in Austin, Texas, and said, "You know what? You know what, Kian?
You know what? that Texas label.
Right?
Yes.
It's who you know, isn't it?
That's correct.
So, thank God I know S.J. Williams.
Well, people who have been listening to WCNI for many years remember the Sound Job radio.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there is a WCNI connection.
There is, isn't there? Yeah.
Such a coinkydink. It's so cool.
So yeah.
Well,
so
we-
is there like really an Austin, New London connection
Absolutely.
beyond you and SJ and the Sound Job?
Well,
Or-
we go down, the band goes down, we've been going down once a year, faithfully. This October would be the 5th time down, and then we're going to bump it up to twice a year. We'll go down in March.
And just for the record, there's a certain central Harley-Davidson shop that listens to Grandma's Attic on a pretty regular basis, and they're all into you guys now too.
Oh,
and
right.
they're in Austin, obviously.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, so yeah, the connection grows.
Yep, see?
It's what it's all about. You talk to people about people, and people know more about each other.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So let's talk about some of the people in your band, and maybe they can pop over here and come on in the order of Availability?
Or-
No. So let's talk to Paul first. Come on in with your harp self, if you want to sit or stand behind Ken, whatever
Now
you
we
want
have
to
to
do.
get you a microphone so
that.
Yep.
people can hear what you say.
Paul Davis.
Yes, sir.
We call him Swampy, Barefoot, whatever, you know.
Do you run around
Fancy
barefoot
bit.
in the duck poop?
Yes.
You
it
do.
feels so
That's
good.
keeping
Yeah.
it green.
When it's squished
That,
between
yeah,
your
that's
toes.
keeping it
Better
green.
than that.
What made you decide you wanted to make music and duck poop?
And duck poop. I don't know. No, I've been into music for all my life. I, took trumpet in elementary school, played it in middle school, and just then used to hang out. And we used to party with the friends, and we used to pretend
That you
that
were
we could
rock
play.
stars.
Right, and then one day I met Kenny here, and
Did you play the harp yet before you met Ken?
yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, I was probably like two years before I met him. I had picked it up and had
He
seriously.
started off
decided
as a
to-
roadie. He's not going to tell you that part.
I like
Started off as a
that.
roadie.
You probably didn't have a place for
brought
a
him up through the
trombonist
ranks.
in
That's
your
it.
A
band,
trumpet
right?
player in
A
the honky
trumpet.
tonk
We're
band
trying to
now?
get him. We've been
well,
working on him
yeah,
for
just
years
go-
to get that trumpet back, but you know.
Oh no, there's some things I could still do it. There's a couple
Okay,
of songs we
well.
want to work on.
That'll be great for the next CD.
Right? Yes.
Awesome.
No.
That's awesome. So it's nice of you to be able to play your harmonica with these guys. It's a great band. Do you have any aspirations for doing anything outside of the honky tonk kind?
No.
No.
I like playing
just-
with Ken. It's
yeah. Just growing ducks
I
and.
think that's it, right?
Yeah.
And,
Priority stuff here, you know.
Yeah.
This,
So you're a
reed section
farmer.
and the
That's
whole
not
thing.
a big money thing. Do you-
no, not at all. No, after I did my taxes, I think I cleared $25 last year.
Sounds like grandma's
But we got plenty of eggs. Though.
do you sell your eggs?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell the people where they can get your eggs.
Oh, Swamp Hollow Farm in Ledyard, Connecticut.
There you go.
On,
A little free publicity.
there
It's a
we go.
good thing. That's keeping it.
Well, look
clean,
him up,
guys.
folks. Get a hold of me. I'll get you in touch with
Yeah.
him.
There
we go.
And,
Yeah.
we'll send him over to you.
KenAtkins.com. So thank you so much.
Thank you
and
very
we're
much.
going to bring in Toe now. Got to
man,
keep
why?
things moving right along, you know. Now here's our dapper gentleman kind.
Gapper?
Dapper.
Oh, dapper.
What did you think I said?
I thought you
Diaper?
said gapper.
No. Well, a little gappy too, but. So you're not even from New London. You're living in Boston.
I am living in Boston, yes, but I
But
went
you-
to Boston
Yeah, you've been in
from the New London area.
I was just going to say, you've been in the New London music scene for a couple of years.
Yes.
Many, many years. And when I first saw you play, you were playing with a band called The Whales. Now, how's that for a New London band?
Yeah.
The Whales. Was that fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Now, what made you want to play honky tonk with Ken?
Well, Ken and I actually were in a country band in 1987. And he keeps that quiet because didn't really fit in with who he was at the time. But,
I missed that too. so-
yeah, well, we played some really good shows,
Yes,
had some
we
good
did.
time, and I saw it really as very similar to the music I played with the Whales, but not as loud,
Yep.
not as fast, and not as high.
Yeah.
So-
You guys really did do. The Whales did do kind of a country punk kind of
Kind
thing.
of, roots
It
based.
really
yeah,
was.
yeah. Well, that's
Roots-
nice.
rootsy
Nice of you to
punk.
say that. I'm glad you got
Rootsy
something
punk.
out of it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love your stuff
Yeah.
from back then.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on a different show.
Yeah,
So you traveled all the way from Boston down here to do this show tonight.
I did.
That's dedication.
Yeah. Ken
That's
said,
Sure.
Ken said,
"God wants you to come down." And I said,
Yeah.
"I'm there."
yeah, drop my name. That's going to get you
I have to
places.
play each guy differently.
Yeah, don't use my name, Ken. That's not going to get anything. That's not going to get anything done.
Now, are you all New Englanders?
Well, what do you
North?
consider a New Englander?
I don't know, Connecticut and North, I guess.
Yeah, we all live here and have been for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does anyone ever give you a hard time about going the country music
Yep.
route?
All the time. And it,
Yeah,
it just makes us stronger.
I got a
Yeah.
phone call. I got a phone call from another DJ that said, "That's not honky tonk. They're all from New London." And I was like, "It sounded like honky tonk to me. And it doesn't matter where you live if you know how to rock the roll." And he shut up.
Well,
So
we do get an interesting reaction down in Texas. people say, well, I'd like you to give it up for our friends from Connecticut. And they kind of give us a funny look, and they kind of hold their breath for a second, and then we start playing, and you can see them relax. And they're like, oh, okay.
Okay, it's
Sounds like
honky-tonk.
music.
Yeah, it really is. It's a good thing.
Now, do you spend a lot of time on the road then?
Well, we go for a week at a time, and we're gonna hopefully bounce that up to 2 weeks a year, and then get maybe 4 weeks a year,
Well, let's sell this
as much
CD.
as we can.
Yeah.
But we go all over. We've been all over.
Let's not. Sorry. I guess I can't do that. Let's give it away.
But yeah, so do you have any gigs coming up?
Yes, we
local
do.
here.
Yep. We're
with
playing
people who want to hear more than 5 songs.
a great show to go to would be June 16th. I think that's Father's Day. That weekend, anyway.
Yeah, it is.
June 16th, which is a Sunday, down in Hamden, Connecticut at the Outer Space.
Great.
It's a honky-tonk throwdown. And the featured band is going to be the Dead String Brothers from Detroit, Michigan.
Awesome.
We're going to be right in the middle. And there'll be a band that kicks off the night, and I don't know who they are
That's a
yet.
great venue. It's
I've
a great-
heard.
Great local venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got good acoustics, and the support there is phenomenal.
Fernando Pinto's putting it
Yeah.
on.
Wow.
He's a character, that man. He's a character. So thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
going to bring in
Right, because we
Miss
have like
Susan. We have like 6 minutes. So come in and sit down and
so-
talk about your accordion playing there, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is one of my favorite fans. She listens to my radio show and then tells me about it, and that's a good thing. So what made you want to play accordion?
It was a gift from the band. I was their keyboard player for a bunch of years, and then one day I showed up at band practice and they said, "Oh, we have a surprise for you." And it was this big, huge, back-breaking button accordion. So Paul Brockett said, I think at Caruso's they have a little key accordion, and you maybe can trade it. And that's what I did, and now I have about 7 or 8 of them.
And you're good.
I never want to play keyboards ever again. I mean, I still play piano at home, but
Right.
But in the band, thank you. I have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And you do play in more than one band
I-
with that accordion.
I do. Yep. I play in the Chris McKay and the Tone Shifters.
Gee, any relations?
I just happen to be married to.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
yeah.
good thing. What made you find her? How did you find her?
Oh, we found Sue in a bar.
Exactly. Surprise! Surprise!
That's all about the honky tonk, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like, hey, you want to play keyboards? And yeah.
And yeah.
Thirst
then
for
it
the
was-
limelight.
Yeah.
Put
Yep.
2 and 2 together and
That's
on our way.
wonderful. You're a great addition to this band.
Thank you.
And we really love watching you play. Now let's bring in Tom, because
Tom.
he's here and we got to get him in and we got to get him on. And he's real important too.
There you go. There you go, sir. Have a seat.
Hey there, Mr. Drummer Man.
Hey,
How are you?
let me get this rig on here.
You look so familiar to me.
I've been around
Have
here
you
for a long
Everybody
ever
time.
says
played
that.
in another band?
Have you ever played in another band than this
I've
one?
played in quite a few bands in my life.
I guess you have. I guess you have. Most notably,
I was in the Reducers for 33 years.
yep. Yep. And you know what's cool is that before there were, quote, the Reducers, there was a party in Montville. And I saw you play at that party. I think that was 1979.
Yes.
With Steve. And
Yes.
then all of a sudden we were in New London
Wow.
and there was Baba O'Reilly's and there was the Reducers. And I was like, I know those guys. So that was cool. Now, there's a difference between the Reducers and honky tonk.
Yes, there is.
Where,
Certainly.
Where do you put that diversity? How do you make that work for you?
Well, I started playing drums when I was 14 years old, and
Uh-huh.
I went all through high school playing drums in the band, and meeting other people that were musicians my age at the time, and some had relatives that had been playing country music.
Yep.
So I got a phone call to come help out a friend of mine down in a bar in New London, Pep's Lounge. It used to be on end of Bank Street.
Uh-huh.
And I just took off from there, and I was playing in country bands for quite a while before I started playing, before I met Steve and Peter and Hugh. And,
Right.
we started a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's history. That's definitely history. But you're making history with the honky tonk
Yes.
right now, and that's a wonderful thing. I hope you guys have great success with this CD. We
thank
have
you.
to kind of wind it down now. Thank you so much, Ken,
You
for
bet.
bringing your band and bribing them
Thanks
in
for having
any
us.
way that you could to come here. Don't drop my
We actually do have a couple more minutes,
Okay,
so
go ahead.
I guess we can talk really about what's coming up music-wise in New London.
We certainly can do that. So, you guys don't have any gigs coming up until the 16th.
Right,
Right.
that's the big gig. After that, I'm sure you can catch us at the 33 Club. I want to check
A
out
lot
Kitchen's
of-
Tavern there. That
Yep.
sounds pretty cool.
That's a great place. It's the acoustics there are really good. Some of the places that have music on a really regular basis, if you're into heavy metal and hardcore punk, you can go to the LNG. If you're into just local good, kind of everything kind of music, the 33 kind of does it all. He's very diversified and very open to having local bands come in and play. And they do charge a cover on a regular basis. Bank Street Cafe is actually looking for bands that want to come in and play, and they'll pretty much let anybody play, but they have
And
music every Friday and Saturday.
And so, any weekend and some weekdays in New London, you can find
Oh
music.
yeah,
Yes.
Tuesday
Quite a bit.
through Sunday, you can see music in New London if you want to.
Quite a bit going on. Yep.
Well, you have like 3 minutes, but I just, before we got on the air, you said something about your recording process being very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You
Tell us
wanna-
about it.
Basically, we recorded the drums at the Reducers rehearsal space high above Bank Street in
Yep,
Connecticut.
we know where that is.
Familiar with that place?
I am.
Can overlook
Yeah.
the city and.
It's a great. It's a great
inspiring.
place. Yes,
it was
it is.
inspiring. And essentially, you just go up there. I sing and strum guitar. Tommy plays drums, and then we take the music and quick mix of it, shoot it up to Boston. Toe puts the bass on it in his place.
Wow.
Sue comes over to
Wow.
my house, and in the dining room, we do the accordion in the dining room.
Wow.
Paul and his 2 sons, they have a place called the Trap Shack out there in the woods in Ledyard, and they put the harmonica stuff out there in the woods.
That's where the ducks
So it's like
live.
recording on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the singing and guitar playing in my dining room, and then we take all those tracks and we send them to Boulder, Colorado, and Kevin Packard mixes it, produces the
Good
the
job.
album.
Good
We're-
job.
I tell you, we're really happy with the way it works. Everybody's very comfortable recording that way. And,
Sounds fun, and it must be kind of nice every so often to play together too.
Oh, well,
certainly.
It's actually kind of nice to get away from each other here and there. No, we've tried all different ways of doing it. Most of it costs lots of money.
Right.
This way, it didn't cost lots of money, so we
No, that's
became
a
a
good
fan of
thing, and
it real
it's
quick.
and it's got a great sound. The engineering is phenomenal, and the music. You wrote all these songs.
Except for the one Buck Owens tune on there, we had to give it up for Buck. Excuse me, I think
Yeah,
I've got a
that's-
heartache.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's track number 4.
Yep. I always try to include one cover, when we do something.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. People like covers.
Yeah.
But this is a great CD, and
And we have 10 seconds left, so thank
Thanks,
you,
everybody.
Ken.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
everyone.
Thank you.
See you in New London soon. Watching live music wherever.
right.
And
If you're
have a
bored in
great
New London,
summer.
then you're sitting on your couch.
Yeah, no one's bored in New London, right?
Right.
And next week, Mark Roberts is going to be on the show. We're going to talk about the new face of labor, something totally different.
All right.
Also fun. And thank you guys, and later.